Welcome to the topic of nuclear magnetic resonance. In this lecture, we will understand about the interpretation of PMR spectra. NMR spectrum of a substance, maybe it's organic or inorganic, gives very valuable information about its molecular structure. The information is gathered as follows. First of all, the number of signals in PMR spectrum tell us how many kinds of protons in different chemical environments are present in structure under examination. The position of signal tell us about the electronic environment of each kind of proton. The intensities of different signal tell us about the relative number of protons of different kind. Finally, the splitting of signals tell us about the environment of the absorbing protons with respect to the environments of neighboring protons. Now, number of signals. In a given molecule, the protons with different environments absorb at different applied field strength, whereas the proton with identical environments absorb at the same field strength. We will discuss it in later. Now, a set of protons of identical environments are known as equivalent protons, while the protons with different environments are known as non-equivalent protons. The number of signals in a PMR spectrum tells us how many kinds of protons are present in a given molecule. Prediction of different kinds of protons. Suppose each hydrogen or proton in the molecule to be substituted by some other atom Z. If the substitution of either of two protons by Z is expected to furnish the same product or enantiomeric products, that is mirror images, the two protons would be chemically and magnetically equivalent, otherwise not. For example, if we consider ethyl chloride, substitution of a methyl proton, here CH3 by CH2Z, and substitution of a methylene proton, that is CH3CHZ, this proton. So methyl protons are not equivalent to methylene protons. Prediction of signal number. How to predict the signal numbers? If we consider the structure acetone, you have seen here 6 protons are available, but the environment is same, so we will get only one signal in our NMR spectrum. In case of benzene, all 6 protons are equivalent and we will get only one signal. In case of paraxylene, you can see these 6 protons are same and these 4 protons are same because the compound is symmetrical in nature. So we will get only 2 signals in NMR spectrum. In case of methyl acetate, 2 different kinds of proton sets, so we will get 2 NMR signals. In case of ethyl benzene, here CH3, 3 hydrogens for 2 hydrogens and for the 5 hydrogens. So we will get 3 types of NMR signals. In case of propane 2-ol, we will get these 6 protons are similar, so we will get this one and this one. For this compound, we will get 3 types of NMR signals. Ethyl cyclopropane. From this structure, you can see that this is this proton, and for the 2 other protons, we should get 3 signals, but this is wrong. Why it is wrong? We will get 4 signals. Why? Let us discuss this in detail. You can see these two protons are these two and these two protons, all four protons are identical, but here are some cause we will discuss in later. Now consider 2-chloropropene. Here we will get 3 signals. Why? As in our previous case. Now 2-chloropropene have 3 methyl and 2 vinylic protons. 3 methyl and 2 vinylic. So we should get 3 and 2 signals, but we will get 3 signals. As in case of our previous example, we will get 4 signals. Why? The methyl protons are non-equivalent to vinylic protons. These methyl protons and these vinylic proton are not equivalent amongst themselves. In case of the vinylic proton itself, replacement of either of the two would yield one of a pair of diastereoisomeric products, as you have seen. Replacing one proton by Z and replacing this proton by Z, we will get two different diastereoisomeric product. So for that reason, they are non-equivalent, so we will get 3 signals, and in case of this we will get 4 signals. In case of this compound, all protons are equivalent and we will get 1 signal, cyclopentane. 2 sets of equivalent proton, so 2 signals. Similar proton, 9 proton, 2 protons and 3 protons, so overall 3 signals. Similar environment, 6 protons are equivalent, so 1 signal, 2 signal, 3 signal and 1, 4, all together 4 signals. Now what is integration? Not only does each different type of hydrogen give a distinct peak in the NMR spectrum, as we have seen earlier, but we can also tell the relative numbers of each type of hydrogen by a process called integration. Integration is equal to determination of the area under a peak. The area under a peak is proportional to the number of hydrogens that generate the peak. Now consider this diagram. This is the NMR spectrum of benzyl acetate, and you can see here 1, 2 and 3 different kinds of proton environment are available, and this is for methyl and this is for methylene and this is for phenyl group. And you can see it is 55.5% integral line, and this is 22% and this is 33%. So it's the simple ratio is 55:22 and 33, and we can see by dividing it we can get 5:2:3, and this is the ratio of the proton. This is 3:5 and here 3:5. But in modern NMR spectrum, Fourier transform NMR spectrum, we will discuss in our next video. The integration is already done, and you can see that the